Hello again, Trash42 here with Iconoclasts. This is a game that Joachim Konjak Sandberg has been working on for the past 7 years. It's out now. I only heard about it last year, so I didn't have to wait quite so long for it. It's a good game. There's very little I can complain about it. As you can see on my casual file, almost 20 hours to 100% it. I did have to look up 2 chest locations and had a couple secret bosses spoiled for me. The platforming and puzzles are good, and many of the bosses were fun, but it's the characters more than anything that really made the game for me. And the story, but I still have a lot of questions about it. Now this is a 100% walkthrough, so I'm going to show you all the secrets I know of, which is hopefully most of them. But if I miss anything, do let me know in the comments. The game is sort of but not really a Metroidvania, so there's some backtracking, but for the most part each video will cover an entire region. The first one is Blockrock, next one will be Shard Wastelands, and so on. A link to the full playlist is in the description. The game has 3 modes. Normal, which I played on and recommend. Hard, which I think just makes the combat last longer. And Challenge, which gives you 1 HP. You have to unlock Challenge mode. I haven't played it or Hard mode, I just read what they did and it didn't sound fun. Before I start, I want to read you the game's description. Robin, that's the main character, just wants to be a mechanic and help people, but without a license, she's a sinner in Mother's eyes. Ever since picking up her wrench, the world has been going nuts since she's wanted to bolt it back together. Now, penance is raining down on everyone she loves, and one concern agents are after her. But something big is going on, bigger than droughts of ivory fuel and personal conflicts, and Robin's in the thick of it. So there's a lot going on. The game has many religious themes, which you'll see. An iconoclast is a person who attacks cherished beliefs or institutions. Keeping this in mind will help you better understand the story as we get started. But enough exposition. Let's begin. What was that? Home. So this is Robin's home. It's got a bed and some chairs. Totally not a secret workshop. So starting out, you've got your gun, your stun gun, so X to shoot, and A to jump. Pretty basic so far. Tools. Your stun gun, it's a modified stun gun meant for warding off aggressive animals. With standard shots, its aim tracks enemies within your facing. So we're stunning enemies. It's not a real gun, it's a stun gun. These are icons of prayer. This is where you can save the game. Actually, this game's got a lot of attention to detail and polish. Whenever you go to overwrite your save file, this is your yes/no prompt. It shows up in a few other places, but I just found that amusing. You can grab onto ledges, so like right here. These spiky enemies, and you can only shoot in 4 directions, but as it said, it homes if there's an enemy nearby. These rocks we can't break through yet. And these blue chests, you'll find them all over the place. This is what contains most of the items in the game. Procured Improvium, concentrated essence of improvement. Sounds useful. Here's another enemy. This one's just a slime. You can bounce on some enemies. And you have a ground pound maneuver, which is very effective on those enemies. You can also charge up your weapons. Like regular shot won't do it. Charge shot will blast it open though. After you do a charge shot, your gun is on cooldown, overheated, something like that. And here we got a blue key, and blue key opens blue chest. Procured Improvium. Let's do Improvium so far. We feel super improved now. Procured Metallium, which is a metal with metallic properties. Very malleable. I'm sure useful for crafting tools in the future. Whenever you hear this noise, this is the iconic sound effect that you will come to associate with the enemy known as a controller. Which is actually our first boss here. Looking around a bit. So I'll just go ahead and get right into it, shall we? He's got 3 different attacks. It will either spawn up top and bounce down below, or jump up in the middle and then try and crush it. So you just watch for the exclamation. You get a lot more damage in when it's doing the bouncy attack. After you do about a third of its health, it'll start doing this. And it's easier to dodge if you're close to it, because you're higher up and it's moving slower. The further away you are, the faster it's going, and well, you're low down, it's really hard to make that jump. Your regular shot does okay damage, but a charge shot does a ton of damage. So just focus on dodging and nailing it with charge shots. But that is our first boss. Enemy Conroller. I like that guy. That's a fun. I like those things. I enjoy fighting them, for the most part. Oh no, we're trapped. How will we ever... Oh, there's an end. Let's just go this way. So I got a couple more slimes. The stomp is very effective, but you can't shoot them. Crouching helps. Which you can crouch and crawl through small passages. You know, not that we already did that or anything. And I like, you see, whenever we hit him with a charge shot, it says like overstun. It's because we're not killing things, we're stunning them. So there's no overkill, there's overstun. Just another thing I find amusing. These are like the rocks before. We can't get through these yet. Later though. We'll come back for that chest. And look where we are. It's a hidden wall. Passable wall? Hidden passage. There you go. So yeah, this game does have a lot of those, and some of them I would argue are poorly telegraphed. But don't worry, I'll be showing you where all of them are. That's the idea anyway. If you look at your map, the 25% chest collected thing, it's chest and schematics. We'll see schematics at the end of this video and later. Is for this particular region, Blockrock, where we're starting at. So we have 25% of the chest items in this area. It's 3. So there's like what, 12 chests total? Yeah, assuming math works. This is my favorite theme, I think. Just like this area. It's so positive and cheery. Oh, and that in the background is an important place. We'll be visiting it later. Much later. Oh, we have guests from One Concern. Let's go greet them. Surprise. Oh yay, she's here. I'm Agent Black, and this is my partner, Agent White. Now let's see here. Citizen file. Name, Robin. Age, 17. Status, Soul House resident. No signed occupation. Daughter of Paul Rowe, mechanic for the concern, who died 2 months ago, leaving his daughter living alone. Well, that's your backstory out of the way. Time to get a job, right? Rumors circulate in the air. They whisper that the mechanic's daughter may be picking up his wrench. Could there be truth to this? The most horrid of accusations. Liar! We've heard things. Oh, my head. Well, anyway, reports on Polro's death say he was killed by some unfortunate accident. Well, assets can be replaced. Question is, what things could be passed down to his little darling? What could she do with it? Perhaps she's been running about, fixing the mechanical problems of the poor people in the village, like a little heroine of handiwork. There's already been a lot of penance in that settlement. Might you not say you could be part of the reason? Liar! I know your type. Ugh. Anyway, private practice is a sin, and a private mechanic far worse. Sinners need to be punished. He, the Almighty, dislikes secrets, and ivory fuel should not be touched by improper hands, like the hands of a mechanic. If we all just chose our profession, nothing in this world would ever get done. He just wants balance, my dear. But we didn't find any tools in this house, and you only seem to be carrying that tiny excuse for a stun gun. I'm not in the mood for hunting contraband, but Settlement 17 has been needing a lot less repairs recently. Somebody is twisting some nuts. Harlan! White, shut up. Something bigger has come up. He's been spotted. Let's go, White. We're gonna have to leave little Robin to her own devices for the hour. Let's hope she waits patiently here. She still has a date with fate. Watching you. Anyone else notice he had 3 pairs of sunglasses? Styling. So there are one-way platforms. You can just drop through those. Robin does have a hidden workshop with a gigantic wrench in it, presumably left by her father, Polro. Procured wrench. So now we can do this. I'm sure that'll be useful. These statues are not important right now. I'll tell you what they do later. Oh, we'll explain that on the way back down. Procured Improvium. So these are bolts, and you can just barely reach this one. And once you've latched onto one, you can hold left or right and then jump to get some extra height. During inspections, the road may be closed. At no time should any citizen try to open the roads by use of illegal tools. Ooh, contraband. You can use right trigger, use B. Depends on your control scheme. But latch onto the bolts, and then interact. Look, we opened a door. Fancy. This is telling you about your ground pound, which we used on the slime earlier. It works on blocks and enemies. And this block happens to contain a bolt. And this is just reminding you that it works on enemies. Because this guy, your gun doesn't work on him. But a ground pound will knock him over. And then take him out. Ooh, mechanics. Your wrench also works on enemies. Is it? Not sure what that's trying to tell you, actually. So sometimes it takes more than one click. And then if it turns green, it locks in place. Not all of them will lock in place. So, whenever there's those green wrenches that pop out of it, that might be what that sign's trying to tell you. If you hit it with a wrench, or your spin, you'll parry them, which is a mechanic that's not required until later. Once you turn it over, you can then, they're vulnerable, you can hit them however. So this one, doesn't stay up, but it can crush you. Some of them can crush you though, so do be careful. We got 2 slimes. Ah, wait, what? He saved his buddy. I've never seen that. That's funny. We got the double though. That's what I wanted. I'm not missing health. Did they drop health? Interesting. Boingo boingo. Hey, bouncing on you. Well, that was a little awkward. And if it turns red, then you know it's locked into place. Or has been exhausted, used, effective, consumed. Something. Fulfilled. Not that one though. So this blue line, we can't use yet. We'll figure that out later. So this enemy has a key, as indicated. They've got 2 attacks. They'll try to jump up and spin on you, or they'll charge you, and if they hit a wall, or you deflect them, then you can ground pound them. You can also ground pound them while they're charging up. Not have to wait, if you're quick. So, we need to get this gate up, so we can go up, and you can go down the left side, but you need to get over here, so we're just going to go ahead and drop down this one. Using my insider knowledge. So like right here, when they get that exclamation mark above them, you just go ahead and take them out. Charge shot. Overstun. This thing is too good. And this one, it's going to go to the top, but then it's going to slowly slide down. Some of the times you're going to have to like jump on or use a platform while it's moving. So you'll see that a lot. There's another one of these guys. So this chest is locked. Alright, be like that slime. And the key we need is down here. So you would throw it up and then go all the way around. But one neat little thing about this charge shot is it has recoil, knockback. And it works in any direction, including down. So I call this gun boosting. I don't know if it's got an official term. But we'll use gun boosting a whole lot to do things that we probably shouldn't be able to yet. I'm not sure how intentional of a mechanic it is. Certainly it's never required that I've seen. But it lets you get away with a whole lot of cool stuff. Settlement 17. That way. So we need to get another key. These locks look broken to me. Bet you can't just like knock them off. So this one is a 2-parter. We can't get this all the way to the left. Alright, just stand there, that's cool. So we gotta move this one up. And whenever one gets to the top, it makes that noise. And you gotta run over here. Whoosh. And now it's on the left side. So we can get up this way. Except we can't get up there. And now we're trapped. Just kidding. So this rock guy, whenever you shoot them, they'll turn around to walk towards you. So you can do that. You kind of dodge them. If they see you, they'll try and roll into you. You can parry them. Let's do that. And then that'll knock them away. They're otherwise indestructible. However, I told you that doors can crush you, right? Well, let's try this once. Alright. You win this time, but you're trapped on the left side of the door now. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. I think you know what I was trying to do there. Open sesame. And here we are, Settlement 17. So not bad for Blockrock. Hanetta. Hey, Robin, you look well. I'm glad. Did your brother schedule you again? Well, Elro's your brother, is not home yet, but he might be back at any point. He should have been on work leave 3 days ago. So, did you hear about House 8 and agents running around? I really admire what you're doing, but you really need to start being careful and think about the dangers involved. If you still want to see Elro, you might as well go visit some of your friends, in case he doesn't turn up. So we'll stop in House 5. It's Ella! Hi, Robin. Dad's still not back. Maybe his boss made him stay longer again. Most beds you can actually sleep in, and they fully heal you. You can even sleep in this tiny bed. Uh-oh. Hey, Robin, I just made my bed. Sorry, kid. House 6. These guys, alright, they're great. Here, talk to me. Chemico Contra. Working for the one concerned Chemico company can be pretty conflicting. Me and my sympathizing chemist friends have formed the Chemico Contra. We work in secret to discover a way to power things other than using rare and expensive ivory fuel, in the interest of helping people. If we ever meet one another in public, we don't acknowledge each other for the safety of our cause. Right now, though, I can only help out by lending you my tweak crafting table. A lacking capacity to hold tweaks is a depressing sight. I do mend such tragedies, my grease monkey friend. Acquired tweak stack slots. Now craft tweaks using craft tables. It's kind of hard to say. Why, hello there, vigorous young Robin. So, want to borrow my tweak crafting table? Why, yes, I do. So it's these things. They look the same. You'll see them all over. Craft tweaks. Tweaks are small, helpful feature bonuses. You can make them at these workbenches, provided you have the materials, Improvium, Metallium, etc. Materials needed are mainly found in treasure chests around the world. Each tweak will list the number of materials needed. Equip tweaks at save statues. As long as you have one or more slots available, a slot is unusable if it is broken. Getting Robin damage will break the rightmost unbroken slot, active slot. You will need ivory squares dropped by enemies, destroyed objects, those statues, or by unlocking paths to repair a broken slot. Whew. Okay, now that all that's out of the way, we have 3 Metallium, or 3 Improvium, 1 Metallium, 1 Technium, and no Ivory Oil. The 2 things that you could start out making are Ironheart, protects you against damage once, and Tool Assist increases wrench swing attack power, so the damage that your wrench does. We can afford to make both of these, so let's just nod our head this way and make Ironheart and Tool Assist. So they're sold out, and we have 1 Improvium to spare. Those are the things. They drop ivory squares now. Community Center. Activities. Although really, I'm pretty sure this is just a bar. Turcosa. Ivory fuel is becoming stupidly expensive. At this rate, I'll freeze to death once winter rolls around. Bentley. Girl, I light your fire. You just settle down, Bentley. Don't lever yourself off your seat. Barton. That moon has been coming apart for decades now. The more it crumbles, the more penance seems to happen. It's because of sin, isn't it? Do you think pieces of the moon could fall on us too? Bentley wouldn't allow it. I'd punch it back into orbit with my own fist. Who needs ivory fuel when you can sleep under the stars? Speaking of that, stop sneaking into my house at night. My couch is filthy. These 3 are an amusing group. What's up, kid? Pontus. House 8 was trashed yesterday. Mr. Andrus is staying with us now, but Miss Andrus got crushed or something. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Thor. What a great name. Ah, Robin. This is what penance does to those that commit sin. The penance has been more judgmental than before. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. I'm getting a bit paranoid. I'm as devout as I can be, but I still feel me and my daughter could wrong him somehow and be punished. I wish I could earn a place for me and her in City 1. We could finally relax. There's no penance there. You're safe. I'm helping to clean up around here, in addition to my job, to hopefully earn favor from myself and my daughter. Thor's a good guy. So you see there's a chest here, and there's a key up there. And for the longest time, I didn't know how to get this. But I didn't know about gun boosting. So, let me show you something. You can stand on some parts of most rooftops. And now we can get up here. Hey, I see you up there. Talk to them in a bit. Dance, dance, dance. And this gets us our first rare and expensive Ivory Oil. So now we'll go into house 9, which, if you look, has a sunlight, but it's half inside a cave. So I just find that amusing. Hello, Petra. Hello, Robin. Are you here to help somebody again? Mr. Andres is upstairs praying to Mother to forgive his wife's sins. She died from the rightful penance wrought upon his house. Don't you think it's about time you changed your ways? I know what you're doing, and you can't go on like this forever. Join Mr. Andres. I can't save your soul for you. Petra is, really religious. Mr. Andres. Robin, my wife, all she did was search for better spots to simply pick mushroom. Somehow what she did upset him, since we were hit by the penance. She drew up a few maps of some caves. She shared a couple. There is nothing in his scripture about doing that. I will pray for my wife's soul and also my own. I'll try to understand. So, making maps is enough to get somebody killed in this day and age. Hey, the kid's here. Let's see what's up. Man, I'm going to show you something so awesome. Check it out. I mean, this wrench isn't as awesome as yours, but I bet not even you made the one you have. Pontus! What do you think you are doing? I don't know. Mr. Andres is right here in our house. Did you forget why he is even staying here? Well, Robin's fine. I would never want to see you succumb to such a needless demise. Okay, fine. Robin, please leave. You're a bad influence. Yo, harsh. Lady just needs to calm down. Before we go back to the left, there's another house. Because why not? Yep, let's just... hidden walls, right? So this guy, Joel. Oh, hi. Can we maybe talk some other time? I'm pretty busy with my work, sorry. My project is done soon, though. So Joel is said to be a self-insert of Sandberg himself. Presumably he's preoccupied working on Iconoclasts, which is slightly ironic, since we're playing it. He'll be important for a side quest later. Anyone else notice all the dirty clothes on the floor? I can relate to that. Hey, who are you? Elro. Hello, Sunflower. How's the heroine of House 4 today? Sorry, but I will have to leave again. I just wanted to make sure my family has a working house first, you know? I would like to spend some time with you, but, you know how the concern is, right? Let's not talk about that, though. Would you be so kind to take this ivory slip to the progenarian in the church? Even if we fix the problem inside, the ramshackle still needs the fuel to make it matter. So, I'm really sorry I can't spend more time with you, Robin. So again, Elro is your brother. Very protective, I'd say. Since we're at this save statue, let's go ahead and equip those tweaks that we've got. Ironheart will protect you against damage, but only if it gets broken in the process. So you want to have it on the rightmost. For anything else, you want to put it further left, so it's less likely to get broken. Tool assist, which will make our wrench do more damage. Hiya! So we'll go into the church. And this guy here is mostly just to give you information. Yawn. Always remind yourself of what's important about life and faith. Anything you want to know about. Pick one. Ask about the one concern, mother and city, one progenarians, either ivory. Just run the gambit here. The one concern exists to keep the heathens from perverting our faith and to enforce his will of a preserved, untouched planet. Sorry, it's just knowing what I know now is kind of ironic. One concern agents share the same holy life essence as Mother. So the takeaway there is that Agents and Mother are similar in some way. Mother in City 1. Mother is our link between him and ourselves. We pray to her and she in turn prays to his ear from her prayer chamber in City 1. Mother is gifted the power to control the shape of our world, just like the rest of her lineage. Their blood is that of the angels. City 1 is where you should aspire to live. There's no penance there, but sins will still get you banished back to the outside. Progenarians. The Progenarians are our caretakers of our churches, and our local links to Mother. They do not speak outside of sermons, they only listen to our plights. Ivory. Ivory is the energy that enables all of our technology and electricity. It was bestowed upon us by him to let us lead lives of comfort. Only mechanics and engineers blessed by Mother's own hand may touch ivory. The most a commoner can do is handle the ivory batteries handed to them, which is what we're going to go collect using the ivory slip. You can think of it like a ration or a food stamp that you give to these guys who don't even talk to you, but we'll give you an ivory battery, which is a predominant energy source. Before we go back to Elro, Letitia. Ah! I've heard of you. You might have heard of me, but that doesn't matter anymore. You're curious and handy. If you're truly capable, perhaps we can meet again. I believe in you. Thank you, Letitia. I believe in you too. You have a nice stick. See you around. Down we go. Nice landing. Let me look at you, my little beauty. So, are you good? Yes, Dad. Ah, Robin, quick as lightning. Come over here by the hatch. So yeah, this is your thing. I'm as useless as ever. You do your magic and I'll help if you need it. The moon's looking real ugly now, right? That must be one loose bolt. Elro? What is it? You said you have to leave again right away. Why? Why do you think? The concern job is forcing me, as always. Is your job really that important to the concern? Was that supposed to be an insult? No. Why is Robin here again? The house is broken. She's fixing it. Do you want to live in a broken home? Did you see House 8 when you came back? Robin coming around isn't safe for our daughter anymore. Why are you being mean to Robin, of all people? I'm not being mean to Robin. I'm afraid for our lives. There's no hiding from the penance. Like how the penance caught us all the other times Robin helped, you mean? We can't pay for government services anyway, with this ivory fuel shortage. Can't you ask to get another job? Doing what? Pretty useless already if your attitude's been anything to go by. And it doesn't work like that anyways. You can't just switch jobs. How you doing, Robin? I just... hit the wall. Care about my family. And I don't? Awkward. Oh dear. Oh no, hedonism. Robin, you little rascal. You're doing the thing. And you, Elro. Black doesn't like Elro. Such insubordination. Woe is us that we partake in such depravity, and so on. So anyway, he respectfully wishes you experience penance within your given home, so don't resist and you'll be back home in bed before you know it. So just close your eyes and think of Daddy. I guess sin runs in your blood. You infect your community, destroying common sense. Ugh, I need to leave. Exits are sealed and ready, ma'am. Whatever. Where's Royal? He went ahead to Chrome's camp, I think. Oh, good. We're not supposed to be showing him his future dominion anymore, then. I mean, I hate the boy as much as you people, but you're willing to ignore mother's wishes for that? I don't know who I can say no to, ma'am. Please don't hurt me. Assets can be replaced. Please, not the asset. That little royal freak is obsessed with himself. Badly raised. Egoist! Let's just take Robin to the settlement jail and let him take care of Elro. She'll spend the night with that noisome freebooter. You gotta admire White's enthusiasm. He is booking it. So Elro's picked up his sword, which was on the mantle earlier, if you noticed. And take a look at the middle. That was really loud. I think that's a bug. So I've got the sound effects turned way down, and my guess is that sound effect is not using the sound effect volume modifier. Okay, sorry about that. I really should be able to reprogram these stupid doors by now after so many times. Samba said the yellow wire is key, but I only see an aureolin wire. I'll give you a minute to pause the video and you let me know if aureolin looks yellow to you. Moving on. I'm putting a seed in there. Ah! Then again, I knew that was going to happen. What, another one? Is the guard a prisoner too? I'm out of seeds, but then I was lucky the previous door didn't just turn into a solid tree trunk. What do you wrench with this thing? Hey, you're a mechanic, right? That's neat. Think you can open the door over there so we can get out of here? Something wrong? Well, I guess you're in jail there. But don't worry, I could probably get you somewhere safe after we get out. Look, I don't know your story, but staying here will only get you dead. Let's get out of here and show those idiots they can't hold us. Name's Mina, of the pirates, as you guys like to call us. Now come on, isn't it more romantic to cry under the stars? Sorry, don't mean to be rude. Maybe you're just disgusted by me. Samba always says I need to do something about my smell, but no point in physical strain if you have nothing to show for it, I say. Oh, nice. You probably want that monster wrench over there. Man, you made that look way too easy. You got your stuff, but some jerk must have taken my dagger with him. This seems loaded. It's an unbalanced tray, but I call it reparations. Never heard of a stealthy thief carrying a shotgun, but let's try to sneak out with this. And then you got these purple blocks. You can pick them up, as the sign says, and then just throw them back down. If you hold down, you'll set them closer to you. Stacking blocks is hard. This looks sturdy. Let's get out of here. And then church out. It sounds like lots of people in the next room. If we're gonna go through the crawl space up ahead, we better be quiet so they don't hear us moving. Try to only move while they're making a lot of noise. Oh boy, we get a stealth section. I think Black's having as much fun as I am right now. Alright. And we're out of here. You're doing awesome. Looks like there's guards everywhere, so we should stay out of their way. I have this pain in my lower back. You think I could have kidney cancer? Now, why would you jump straight to that? Well, the pain's kind of strange, you know? Your hypochondria is getting on my nerves. Yesterday, you had diabetes because your foot fell asleep. I read on the Ivonet that diabetes is on the uprise, though. Just leave it, man. That is Hannibal and Alistair. We'll be seeing them again. And if you go over here, you'll spot Snake. I see you. Just kidding. I recommend saving here because, well, I mean, just in case. Let me just take this moment to say that I think we're safe. And of course, looking at the situation here, you might recognize otherwise. Uh-oh. Hey! And so he just threw a controller onto that machine. These controllers control anything. So you want to like duck and crawl underneath the projectiles and then use the bolts. Man, Mina's going to help you take this guy out. And occasionally we'll spawn more of these controllers. I'm just getting wrecked right now. Oh. I'll try to stay underneath you. And you just like crawl right and left. After 3 shots though, that's the end of the first phase. Most bosses have multiple health bars, as you can see with the hearts on the top right. This phase is it's easy enough. You just need to duck before he throws you up, and then otherwise jump up and shoot down. You can use your charge shot, but you have to be careful because since it's got a lot of knockback, it could push you into the spikes as well as anything else. Samba's also helping you. So. And this is the final phase where the brain is exposed. You're supposed to use your charge shot on it. Which there's something I noticed last time I was fighting it. Watch its health bar. Oh, well, that's strange. I did kill it. It's like, It went down to 0, it went back up, and then you one-shot it. That's weird. I thought you could only kill it with a charge shot. Okay. Everything I know is a lie. Never mind. Carry on. But, that's a fun boss. Further introducing the multiple health bars, multi-stage, multi-phase bosses. Wow, that was awesome. We should hang out more. That glass-faced soldier thought he could touch us, but he can't touch us. But let's hope that was the toughest we'll have to face. Now let's get going. Got a scooter up ahead. Can't go back at this point. Settlement 17 is not safe. But if you go down here, then hello. There's more of these rocks that we can't get past yet. I just wanted to show you that they're here. We'll deal with them later. Ah, she's still here. My beautiful and reliable water scooter. Well, let's hope it can see too. Well, we're only halfway under the water. What? I'm still here. Move, move. Grandmother. I did good today. Yo, someone needs to give that minion a raise. The ocean sound effect is also not turned down. People. Maybe take them to captain? Can I pause during this? No, that would skip it. Enjoy the slightly loud, soothing sounds of the ocean. Oh, what's this? Found them floating in the water. Unfortunate souls, floating lifeless in the night. What horrible events have brushed against your fate? Such young faces, likely shipwrecked and left for the microcosms to devour. The thought of their quest unfulfilled, unbearable. Oh well, throw them back in the water again. That was Captain Myron, and I still don't like that guy. Okay, and then the waves are gone. goodness, I could feel the ocean. Could you feel the ocean? But he's kind of a jerk. Chemical Contra. Hoo-wee, a woman washing ashore like some cliched novel. Or you won't find your coconut trees here. Aha, she is finally coming around. Well, I guess you are lucky, whatever happened to you. Shard Wasteland is a harsh place, however, so watch out for sunburn. Also, there are concerned soldiers everywhere. Something tells me you do not wish to hang with them. They're here to find pirate cells, I do believe. Don't let them think you're with one. I'll just assume that you're aware of us, the Chemico Contra, and I'm aching to satiate all your tweak crafting needs. I love helping. Except I can't help you get out of this desert. Perhaps look around a bit, but be careful. Well, I'll be in the cave to the far right over here. See ya. Those guys are always in such a hurry. So yeah, that's it for Blockrock. We're in Shard Wasteland now. If you try to go back, you'll find more of these blue wires that we can't do anything with yet. Soon though. So for now, we just have to press forward. These are schematics. You'll come across them in various places. This is Tweak Schematic Sand, expanded number of possible tweaks to craft. So each schematic will add a few new tweaks that you can craft, provided you have materials for it. So we'll go ahead and save our progress here. No longer at settlement 17. On the save file, you can see your total collection percentage, which is both items collected and items crafted. We are now at 8%, 42 minutes. It's a fantastic number. Wait, what? 7%. Oh, yeah, because the schematic counts. So I was like, I haven't opened any chests in this area. But at the end of this, we should have 1 Iron Heart, 1 Tool Assist, which costs 1 Improvium, or 2 Improvium, 1 Metallium, 1 Technium to craft in general. But at the end, your collection should look like this. You got those 2 tweaks, 1 spare Improvium, and 1 spare Ivory Oil. And we're now in Shard Wasteland. Let's see. So yeah, 8%. Yeah, so that's it for part 1. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to Iconoclasts. Things are only just getting started. We'll continue next time with Shard Wastelands. Check the description for timestamps of when all of the items were collected, in case you missed anything, as well as other useful things like the full playlist and a 100% checklist, which I'm going to be creating and updating as these videos come out. So that way it won't have any like spoilers. It follows along with just the videos, so you can see what you should get in each section of the playthrough, essentially. So a non-spoiler, make sure you don't forget anything, checklist. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.